Hey there, puppers. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I can hear. Oh, my goodness. Good times. Hey there, puppers. Lynn here, just for the health of it. And today we are taking safety to the next level. No, just serious. So, in the last couple windstorms, I've had some trees fall down. I don't know if you can see it over there. There's some of my downed trees. And also in setting up these net fencings for the dogs and the chickens, there's just a lot of brush that needs to be cleared down. But there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned up. And although I love my gas-powered weed eater and my lawnmower and my edgers and hedgers and loppers and all of that kind of stuff, I figured I kind of needed to take my yard tools up a notch. So I did some research and I decided to not go with gas-powered tools. I decided to go with a battery-operated tool, and that's a couple reasons. One, I know I have a generator that can always recharge these tools regardless of what the grid situation might be. I don't want to live off-grid, but I'm prepared to live off-grid. And the other thing is, looking at weight and power, I also realized that a battery operated tool was something I was at least very comfortable starting out with. So I wanted to get comfortable with some of these kind of tools and just make sure that, you know, if I can handle the battery and I feel like I get to a point where they are no longer keeping up with me, then I'm happy to go buy a gas. But for right now, does this make me look wide? Nothing like some hunter orange action in the woods. If I stand this way, it's an old model's trick. See how much thinner I look? But seriously, I figured I would at least start with the battery tools. And so I did some research and talked to a lot of people and watched some videos and read reviews, and I decided to go with a company I'm very comfortable with, and that's DeWalt. So they have a yard tool, like a box kit. The string trimmer, a blower, a Polesaw, and the chainsaw. Now, in addition to these, I went ahead and I bought the Hedger because there are quite a few reviews that said this actually goes through bramble and blackberry vine very easy, which I have a lot of. Like if you look at just a lot of what the cluster is, what the weed eater can't get through, that Hedger will. You know, and lots of piles like this. I just want to get it down. I mean, obviously, this log, I'm not doing anything with at this point, but I want to get the stuff down enough that I can actually just mow the whole area. So now, and these are chainsaw chaps, so they will protect you from a little bit of chainsaw action. And then this is a chainsaw glove, the left hand. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. This is just a regular glove. This guy has protection from the chainsaw. And then of course we have safety glasses and a little debris field. Whoosh. And this does have earmuffs. Now, most of these items are 60 volt. And DeWalt has this little battery kit, the Flux Volt, that it will act as a 60 volt in a 60 volt tool and a 20 volt in a 20 volt tool. 9 Ah. I think that's 9 amp hours. But I don't know. So I'm gonna give this a test run, see how much power we actually have in each of these tools, how I like it. I do have the batteries fully charged. I kind of want to get a feel for how long they last. Now this battery itself, like I chose the tools because they were lighter weight, but I'm second guessing a little bit because just this battery is probably 7 pounds. I don't know. It's quite heavy, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're out here working all day, this stuff gets a little heavy. This is the DeWalt brushless 15-inch 60 volt max string trimmer. I know that there is a model number. Oh, here we go. It is the DCST 970. All right, let's get in there and see what this bad boy has. So these look like, and of course I don't need the helmet, but it just has the face shield on it right now. Okay, and it looks like we have a thumb safety. We have a low and a high switch. Okay, so that actually has quite a bit more power than I was thinking. I think I ran out of the string. Part of the problem here is there is grasses and small things growing up in there, but there's also bigger branches, like, you know, even a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch branch is going to break the string on any string trimmer that has string in it, not some type of blade, which is why I got the Hedger. So the hedge trimmer will take all of those branches up to, I think it's 3/4 inch. I'll have to look at that and make sure, but I think it's 3/4 inch. But so my plan is to go in with the string trimmer, get all the wimpy weak stuff down, like the grasses and that kind of stuff, and then go in with the Hedger if I need to, and get some of the wild rose or bigger blackberry or stuff like that that'll be easier for the hedge trimmer. And then of course for anything bigger than that, I go in with the chainsaw. So let's just take a look at where our battery is here. I don't know if I can, oh, it still has 3 bars. Okay, so I did just fill this up with some bar oil, and this is the DeWalt brushless 20 volt, but that's okay. It can still use this battery because remember, this will act as a 20 volt when needed. Oh, I'm fogging up. Or a 60 volt when needed. And the model number, and there is one more extension piece for this Polesaw. Here we go. I just only put one in, but there's a whole nother, what, 3 feet? Okay, so this is the Polesaw N611761. And it also has a safety, which you have to pull in and down. I don't know, this is very heavy. It is intended for up over the head, but I'm gonna be honest. It's a little heavy. And that's kind of like a double action. And this is why you have the helmet on. So that works very nicely. But I will admit, it could just be me. Oh, I didn't pull this down. Dang it. At least I had the glasses on. I'm learning. These are fogging up bad though. I will say, I don't know if I add the other extension pole in there, how well I can manage it that high over my head. Now I imagine after some time using it and getting back into spring and summer shape, I mean, admittedly, I've been sitting around quite a bit. I will probably get strong enough or stronger, but this is something I'm gonna have to be very careful and cautious with to make sure that I know my own strength and my own limitations with it. But I like it. Very nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna get back up to that other section. Oh wait. I need to put the cover on. Oops. Sorry guys. Sorry. You okay there? Okay. Okay. Put the cover on. Before I go anywhere with it, because I was just gonna put the blade down on the ground so I can get the battery out. And of course you never want your blades in the dirt. So this is where I was earlier with the weed eater. And you can see that there's some of these larger branches that the weed eater, this of course is not designed to go through. So that is where the Hedger will come in. So if you think of this like going through, you know, an ivy shrub or boxwoods. Couldn't think of what I was thinking of. And this is a DeWalt 20 volt max, which again, my battery will act as a 20 volt when needed. And the model number on this is DCHT 820, and it's a 22-inch hedge trimmer. And of course you don't want this in the dirt either. And it did not come with a sheath. I'm gonna have to maybe, ooh, that makes this really heavy. have glasses on, this down, and this one has a little lever on the inside as your safety. You have to flip it forward and then back. Oh yeah. Well, that's nice. Like butter. Except I'm not sure. I should get in here. Get a bunch of stuff like this. Out. But some of it, until you get in here and get some of the grasses and stuff cleared away, I didn't know there were little cut logs in here already. I think this probably gives you the best idea of what a lot of this small stuff in my property is. This is like a wild rose. You can see the rose hips. And of course those are forageable and have a lot of vitamin C, but I only need so much in the property. So here, and this is Oregon grape, but I have a section over there that I'm specifically leaving. And again, this is going to let me get into areas that I maybe wouldn't be seen before and get some of these sticks and stuff pulled out so that I can get some grass growing and start mowing. Okay. So this is gonna work really nice for a bunch of that underbrush stuff, and it'll get me into some places that my gas string trimmer wouldn't before, and I'll be able to get in and clear out a bunch of the branches and stuff. All right, let's see. String trimmer, Polesaw, hedge trimmer. Let's get the chainsaw out. All right. So this is the 22-inch DeWalt brushless 60 volt max. It is model number DCCS 670. And this one, oh, I gotta go cut that off. This does have a safety here. So you have to pull that down, which from this direction is pretty easy to do. It also has a bar lock. So this allows it to run, and that locks the bar. And that's designed if you drop it or something like this, you're gonna hit this into the stop position. So this is run, and that is not. With the intent, again, that if you're like this and you have a problem, it locks the bar. I guess it's a brake is what it's called. All right, I do have oil in there. I did tighten it up for the first use, just to make sure that I've got the right tension on it. And the first especially few hours of a chainsaw, I'm gonna really watch that chain to make sure that we keep getting it tightened, because it will loosen. Okay, so why does that one? There we go. All right, I'm gonna flip you around here. Oops. Hope you guys are okay over there. Oopsie. The final little test I'm gonna do is the blower. And this is model DCBL772. It's a 60 volt, which of course takes my 6020 flex volt battery. It has a little more or less oh no, that's a lock. That locks it in place. Huh. All right. Not that, I don't know. This is really wet. Maybe I'll look right over here. That's some good power. Well, that blower actually has a lot of power, and of course, I mean, it'll be good for gathering leaves in the fall, for composting and mulching up the flower beds and stuff like that. And yeah, I think there'll be purpose for it out here. All right, well, that was nice. Oh, let me get this. Back on for protection. So again, I mean, obviously I'm not going to become a professional logger. It's not my intent, and it's not my intent to clear this property on my own. I have earth guys that will be coming in and clearing a lot of this stuff. My hope is that I can get the tools and the skills to maintain limbing up little branches that I, want above my head so I can easily walk down trails, or bucking up a tree that has already fallen from the wind. Just maintenance, basic maintenance of the property. And I definitely believe that the right tool for the right job is so worth it. I mean, obviously this was not a cheap little purchase here, but I do really think in the long run doing these chores will be very enjoyable, and I will want to do them, and it will be much, much easier for me to just get out and have some fun and clear some new trails and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys get brave, get some new tools, and get outside just for your health of it today. We'll see you in the next one. What a beautiful, yes, I know, strawberry, thanks.